Hi, good evening. Uh, I am Mike, and today we are discuss about New York construction lawyer, New York construction accident lawyer. So let's start. How much do injury lawyers take New York City? Here is New York. The lawyer's fee in personal injury cases is almost always one third of the sum recovered, or 33.33%. New York City injury lawyer work on contingency fee basis, which means they take a percentage of the recovery. That's nice. And so, New York construction accident lawyer is construction workers face challenging and dangerous working conditions. It's no wonders it's one of the top five industries with the highest injury rates. If you have been injured while on the job at a construction site, it's time to contact a New York construction accident lawyer. So, construction accidents are often complex and difficult to navigate, which is where an experienced attorney can help. The Winstein Group Law PLLC has over 30 years of experience in representing victims of New York construction accidents. So, why should I contact a construction accident lawyer? Given the high amount of risk involved, construction sites are heavily monitored by state and federal safety regulations. However, despite the stringent standards that govern construction work, multiple parties involved often fail to protect their workers. Construction site owners, equipment manufacturers, general contractors, and subcontractors may all play a part in a construction accident. However, all of these parties will do whatever they can to reduce their liability when a worker is hurt. You don't have to navigate the complicated insurance claims process alone. Work with a skilled New York construction accident lawyer who can thoroughly investigate your accident, determine each party's liability, and guide you through the legal process. What are common causes of construction accidents? Despite occupational safety and health administrative requirements and inspections, three of the top 10 most frequent idle safety violation in 2019 occurred construction sites. So, some common causes of construction accidents include falls from elevators, falls from ladders, scaffolding accidents, getting struck by falling objects or debris, inadequate training, improper use of tools, electrical accidents, slip and falls, collapsed structures, crane accidents, equipment malfunctions, fires, exposure to toxic materials, compressed gases, welding accidents. When safety regulations are ignored, the risk of one of these accidents increases dramatically. How to receive financial compensation for a construction accidents? The law around construction workers' injuries are complicated, but they lean in favor of the worker. When you are injured on the job, New York gives you two different ways to get the compensation. You need to pay for medical bills and lost wages, filing workers compensation, or filing a personal injury lawsuit. For many construction workers, this is the only way to provide for their families after an accident. If you are a construction worker injured on the job, contact us today. Workers' compensation versus personal injury lawsuits. So, filing for workers' compensation for a construction accident, workers' compensation is a form of insurance that your employer is required to carry. It protects both you and your employer. Here's what you need to know about workers' compensation. You can receive compensation for both your medical costs and a portion of your lost wages. You don't have to prove your employer did anything wrong. Workers' compensation pays out whether there was a safety violation or not. Employers will not generally challenge a workers' compensation claims. Workers' compensation does not in endanger your job. In fact, workers' compensation protects your employer from liability. All injured workers are eligible for workers' compensation. Filing a lawsuit for a construction accident injury. Construction accidents generally don't happen unless a safety rule is broken. It can be anything from not being given a stable, safe ladder to being issued scaffold harness that have freight ropes. It can also mean pushing employees to work too fast to under strenuous, unsafe conditions, or when a work accident involves a violation like this, your injuries are a direct result of someone else's negligence. This is when lawsuit is appropriate. Pursuing a lawsuit is important for three reasons. So what workers compensation does not pay out anything for pain and suffering. You can only get this form of compensation from a personal injury lawsuit. Workers compensation really pays out 100% uh, who can be held liable for a construction accident, while employers are exempt from personal injury lawsuits for construction accidents injuries. It's still possible to file lawsuit against a third party under New York labor law section 200. These can include construction site owners, general contractors, subcontractors, prime contractors, equipment manufacturers, retailers or wholesalers, or architects. What should you do if you are injured on a construction job? If you are injured on the job, see a doctor immediately. In serious situation, you will be rushed to the emergency room. Even your injury does not seem serious, and it is highly recommended you go to a doctor. Some seemingly minor injuries can become severe enough to end your career if left untreated. So that's all we have discussed today about New York construction accident lawyer. So we will must discuss our new topics. Thanks for watching. Take care. Goodbye.